This paper deals with the formation of a very interesting rock feature in Australia called the Giant Wave. It's a granite feature and it's produced by Tas Walker along with Michael Ord, are very good at producing articles that are in depth, describing how features that we see in geology or topography, such as landscape, around the world can fit or be fitted into the narrative of the worldwide flood. You see, a worldwide flood would have a number of stages. The first stage would be intense volcanic activity producing granite plumes, plus sedimentary layers of rock being laid down by the destroyed landscape from the initial flood event. Once the flood event reached its peak, then there would be this recessional stage where the landscape would be scoured as the water returned into the ocean basins, because the basins would drop and become deep. And that scouring process would create, would sort of reform the earth and give us the valleys and the canyons and the things that we see today. And the rivers would then follow those canyons and valleys that were created by the water as it receded into the oceans. And actually quite a good example of what that process looks like today is just go to mudflats and see how the tides coming in and going out create quite interesting features in the mud. And you begin to see what sheet water does when it scours soft sedimentary layers. Well, the formation here is dealt with in detail, and Tas Walker's honest enough to say there's still questions to be answered, but that's to be expected. We are, as it were, looking at this event with the benefit of hindsight, but not with the knowledge of what actually happened at the time. And so flood geologists, as with the old age geologists, will always be dealing with incomplete data and incomplete understanding. But it's helpful to be able to look at these things, because what they do is they give us the reassurance that flood geology is well capable of answering many of the questions that we have in geology. And I would suggest, from my own reading of 40 years, it answers them better than the old Earth versions. Well, thank you for listening.